And I believe we are live. Welcome everyone to King Talks, the platform where we share marketing ideas worth spreading. Whether you are joining us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, please feel free to leave us a big thumbs up and feel free to drop any comments or questions because we would love to engage with you further. And my guest today is Masego Moalosi. Masego is the Chief Executive Officer at Moalosi Media. She is studying towards a diploma in integrated communication design at the University of Tshwane, well, rather the Tshwane University of Technology. She has received several certifications from LinkedIn Learning, including but not limited to Introduction to Photography and Word for Mac. She also has a certificate in Fundamentals of Digital Marketing from Google. As the founder of Being Iconic magazine, Masego is passionate about helping women become the best versions of themselves, but that is not what we're here to chat about today. I brought Masego on today to talk about lead generation and growing your leads through platforms other than your website. So, Masego, please take it away.
Hi guys, thank you guys for having me. I'm more than excited to be here, and thank you very much. That was quite an intro. It's quite good hearing someone talking about your achievements and not just sort of bragging about them. And yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Cool. So just tell us more about how can individuals gain like leads through other platforms besides websites? Because that is like everyone thinks it's just websites. So please explain to them how can they do it like through other platforms.
Great. So as we leading and as we in the 21st century, there's a lot of plugins, a lot of integrated apps that you can use to actually do and get leads, get customers without actually having a website. Because of thinking about it, if you're a startup business, I mean, a website or creating a website might be more expensive for you, and it might be an expense. And as a startup business, you might not have the kind of cash amount to actually start or build a website. So what you can do is sorry, can I there's someone. Hi guys, I'm on a live. I'm on a live, guys. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Number one is call only Google advertising campaigns, which I posted on my LinkedIn post. First of all, you can do that because of this is actually quite impressive and quite advantageous to people who have service like um, businesses. Like if you're a plumber, you can actually kind of join in, and you can do that because of obviously if you're a service, you need someone who's going to help you immediately. So they need a call. You don't necessarily need a website for that kind of business. You just need a call to like button to actually do that. And second of all, you can do online newsletters. There's a platform called MailChimp, and I use ConvertKit because of I feel like I'm more familiar with it for email marketing. You can do email newsletters. What you can do is all you need to do is only compile um, emails from people who you think might be potential customers to you or that are already your loyal customers so that you can quickly engage with them, right? And the most recent one is Facebook shops or Instagram shops. There's an app that I know of. I forgot the name of it, where you can actually build a shop without actually having a website. So what you can do if you're product based, you can actually post, take pictures of whatever that you're selling, and then post it, and yeah, share with your potential customers or your customers or your friend, family that you are selling these type of things, and then they can actually buy from your online store that isn't necessarily a website. So there's actually quite a lot of things. It actually depends on your type of business or the industry that you're in, and then yeah, you're good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've got one comment here from Ntombi Futsi. She says that she wants a website actually. So, what advice would you give to someone who actually wants a website?
Great. So, I mean, as someone who has been building website from quite a very long time, I think a website is necessary. But I don't think it's that necessary if you're starting over and you don't have the budget for it, because of you. Again, actually, there's a lot of platforms that you can use to actually gain customers and to gain revenue without even going big, or without even, because of, imagine you building a website, you don't have a customer base, and then that website, it's still running, you have to pay hosting for it. It's going to cost you more because of you do not have customers already. So you need to really market it before you can actually start getting revenue, you know. Example is, imagine Shopify, you need to pay at least like 500 every month to keep your Shopify store going. So imagine if you're small business, you have this big inventory, you have a big products, you need to sell them, especially if you're selling things that are they might be rotten soon, or something like food. Like, you need to make sure that you actually sell those things within a short period of time, so you do not have, like, necessarily have the customers to actually keep the business running. So what you can do, if you need a website, if you have the funds for it, my advice is, yeah, you can actually get someone to do it, and make sure that you get someone who's going to meet your necessary, like, requirements of a website, because of different businesses need different websites. So obviously your website must be responsive. Your website must be mobile friendly. You name them, you know. You can check the top 500 companies and check what they do with also your competitors, obviously, what they do, like similar kind of like structure to what your website might look like, and yeah, take it from there. So if you do have a budget for it, go for it. If you don't, just leave it. Make another plan for it, make another plan to engage with your customers, so that your customers, or make a plan to actually get revenue. Not having a website is not the end of the world. It doesn't mean that you wouldn't launch. Just launch and then, like, run with it.
No, definitely. Manele also agrees with us. He says that, like, not all businesses need websites. Thank you for that, Manele. And I also believe that, like, if you cannot get like the SEO right for your website, it is pretty much pointless having it there, because you're not going to get leads coming through that website. So, like you said, you're going to be spending so much money on this thing that is not getting you the results that you are looking for. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm good on that one.
And
Ntombi, so
funny thing
yes.
is, website developers don't, not all of them know what SEO means. So not all of them are gonna do it for you. And then, as someone who's doesn't know, like, necessarily know all that knowledge or information, you wouldn't know. Okay, it's quite bad. So make sure that if you get someone to build your website, they know about SEO, they know at least about marketing, they know how to actually do the back end of it. If not a coder, at least someone who has knowledge of these things. Yeah.
Awesome. Tom is asking, can I ask, since I'm selling juice, um, what way can I use, what way can she get leads in a like really fast? She's selling like a product, like
Wow.
you said,
Okay.
consumer goods, so it can rot really quickly, so she needs to get leads
Mm,
really fast. How can she do that?
wow. Okay. So in terms of juice, I mean, juice is something that you can sell in bulks, right? So what I do is I actually try to find stores that need juice, restaurant that needs juice. Try to find suppliers, or like actually customers who would buy those in bulk. Don't try to sell it like individually. So go to schools, go to NGOs that are maybe consistently throwing events, event managers, event planners, wedding planners. Those are the people who actually make these arrangement of caterings, of, you know. So if I were you, I'd focus more on collaboration. Leave the website alone. Focus more on collaboration, of where to get loyal people who actually buy your juice in bulk. Forget about the website. The website, you know, in terms of this is quite an actually good example. Leave the website alone. If they know who you are, they know your juice, they know your juice company, they know you, and they know how to get hold of you, that's all you need. Because they literally call you to say, hi, we're having an event and we have 100 guests, we need 100 juices, and boom, you have that. You know, you don't necessarily need to sell it individually. Find people who buy it in bulk and run with it. All you need to do is buy a domain. After buying a domain, buy um, it's a hosting. It's kind of like an corporate email. Example being Masego at blissjuices at gmail.com. A corporate email to actually give your business some kind of like a professional feel. And then from there, you can email your potential people who you think would buy in bulks, like your event planners, your catering businesses, your schools, your universities, your, etc., etc. And then, just compile some kind of like a proposal for them to say, hi, this is me, this is my juice company, and this is our mission, vision, some kind of like a company profile, and then email it to them, and you could literally good to go. Also, business cards, like marketing it yourself physically. You might be in an event, so you have to hand in your business card to your potential client, your customer, or whatsoever, and then that's it. That's literally it.
Tombi says that
it's for losing
weight. So it has to be like direct to the consumer.
That's the same thing though. It's the same thing. Just find, you can actually collaborate with someone who's maybe big and maybe have a live, someone who's big in fitness, collaborate with them. And
like
because of these people have like a big supportive group of what they are, who they, or you can actually find walkathons that are run maybe annually, or that have annual events, like what is it? FMB, I think, has this walkathon or marathon that they do. You can actually collaborate with them to say hi, losing weight, blah blah blah. This is me. It's the same thing, just a different approach of the type of industry. It's you have to narrow it a bit because of it's for losing weight. It's not just a normal juice, but then it's the same thing. Or you can actually collaborate with gyms. That's a good thing. Find a gym that has like, gyms have those kiosk or whatever that they call them, and then find the owner, the manager of it, tell them you are this person, and then let them actually show off your products there.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Collaborating with other people. Like my idea was just like in terms of influencer marketing, like collaborating with fitness influencers and having them sell the product for you. Mm-hmm. So that was a great idea, the whole gym thing.
Affiliate marketing also, or influencer marketing. Yeah. But then, that's basically individual. I was looking at it in more of like a bulk way, but then also, individually you can do that. Definitely do that.
Okay, Ntombi is happy with those answers. You're welcome, Ntombi. Smasisa wants to know, what is your opinion on boosting posts on social media platforms? Is it worth the money, or would it be better to, just go through like ads manager and like run the full ad, or is boosting okay?
Okay, I've done social media promotions before. I feel like it depends on the industry, honestly, because if you're looking at something that already influencers are doing, why would you do a paid promo if you can actually pay an influencer to do? So example would be like beauty. It's something that is trending now. So I don't think me paying a promo would help, because of there's a lot of beauty like products out there. So I'd preferably like market it with influencer marketing and like a paid promo. So I feel like it depends on the industry that you're in. But then also for awareness you have to actually, I feel like it's a 70-30% like type of thing. Do a 70% on influencer marketing, 30% on paid promos, so that you attract people who don't necessarily know about your business, who might be interested, because of if you're doing an influencer marketing, you directly go into a specific niche that is based on your business, and you might not find new like leads, because of example, if you may be working with 2 influencers, you're only going to find leads from those 2 influencers, and that's not a good thing, because you constantly need to find people for your business. So I feel like do that, but also do like a paid promo. That's why it's good to do an A and B testing. Test these things. Like marketing, you don't get marketing from a get-go and say, wow, I'm making leads from my first experience. Yeah, I did a promo and I got like 1,000 customers. It doesn't work like that.
Smasisa is a life coach though. So if you're not selling like a physical product, you're selling your services. Is it worth it to boost your social media posts in that case?
Still influencer marketing. Like if it's a service or what is he doing? Life coaching.
He's a life coach, yes.
Okay, if it's a life coach, then I definitely think you should also, it's the same thing, influencer. So let's say if you're a life coach, find an influencer who is doing something like that. You know, we have maybe people who do podcast about life, motivational, whatever's.
Personal
Find someone
development.
who's doing something like a bit twisted or similar to what you're doing, and ask them if you guys can collaborate in some kind of way, or ask them to market your product. And yeah, I bet like you are gonna get leads from there because of you doing something that is based on this circular thing that they're trying to do. So yeah, I think it's the same. Also, LinkedIn is big, guys. If you're doing something like life coaching, you definitely need to be on LinkedIn. Forget about Instagram because Instagram is mostly, I don't know, glamorous. You know, like life coaching is on LinkedIn. So find someone on LinkedIn who is big, who has a lot of connection, or who has actually people who you think might be potential customers. Ask them if they can market you. And if you're a life coach, obviously you need to, like, you are your own brand, so it's a bit different from like promoting a product
Physical
or
product.
whatsoever. You are your own brand, so you need to be in the screen a lot. Starting a YouTube channel, if you're a life coach, I think it's advisable, be on, like, you have to be always on people's faces. Like Vusi Temekwayo, look at Vusi, I know, motivational speaker, you always have to be on people's faces. Yeah.
No, definitely. And just to touch on the whole boosting thing, like when it comes to Facebook specifically, if you are boosting on Facebook, you are only driving engagement. So Facebook is only going to show that post to people that are most likely to like it or
Mm.
comment on it, but it's not going to help you get conversions. So Facebook is
Okay,
not going to
here's
try
the
and find
trick.
clients for you that are going to pay for your services. So if you're looking for someone to pay for your services, instead of just liking your post, boosting is not a good idea. Rather go through the ads manager and select like the option for conversions. I hope that
Okay,
answers your
here's
question.
here's a catch on Facebook. Facebook, guys, there are Facebook groups. People miss this point. There are Facebook groups who actually have your customers. All you need to do is find those groups, find them, and like you're good to go. You can post whatever that you need to post. Like you can actually find motivational groups or whatsoever and post that you're a life coach. But then obviously if you're a life coach, as I've said, you are your own brand, so you need to invest in personal branding first before anything else, because of, I wouldn't pay you to be my life coach if I don't know who you are, what you do, who you work with, your motivational quotes, whatsoever, you know. So you have to actually invest in people knowing you, people trusting you, because of that's where like everything gets in. People need to trust you to pay you. So you need to invest in that trust first. Yeah.
Definitely. And Tombi has another question. I believe she's asking for a friend. She says, "How, if you're an artist, how do you get like a manager, not an agent?"
A manager. Why do you need a manager? I don't know. I believe in being your own person. Hey, if you're an artist, obviously, okay, connections. Yeah, I feel like you need a manager for connections if you don't have connections. But then also, this is, you have to also market yourself, you know, market yourself. All creatives, if you're a creative, you know there are a lot of creatives out there, so you need to have like a special room that people always go to, or a specific niche or specific, I don't know, you need to be quite authentic for some people to actually recognize your, I don't know, your artistic, you know, skills. There's a lot of creatives out there, so you need to find a way of people actually noticing you. If you're an artist, I feel like Twitter is good with trends. If you trend on Twitter for some unknown reason, then you boom, get recognized by other people, and then you're good to go. I don't think a manager is really necessary at that point, because you can actually do everything by yourself. Like, go to showrooms, go to, I don't know, like, market yourself. All you need to do is, because a manager, you have to pay the manager, and obviously the profits divided manager, blah blah blah. I think if you can do something by yourself, you don't really need someone to help you with it. So yeah.
And if also just to add to that, like if you are a music artist, like being on TikTok right now and just singing on there can get you a whole lot of views. Like TikTok right now is currently one of the only platforms that can help you get organic traffic. Whereas like, for instance, with Twitter, you would have had to have like a Twitter account for the longest time. So if you're starting out and you're just starting out with your music career, go onto platforms like TikTok that can help you grow organically.
Most def. TikTok is big right now. You have to check the trends. Hey, yeah, no.
Mr. says, thank you guys. The day for him to do marketing has come. He's been running away from it. What advice would you have for someone that knows they have to create content in order to, get attraction, but they feel scared, they are concerned about it for some reason?
Content starts with the quality of the content. So what I'd advise you to do is collaborate with a photographer who is good, and try to, you can make actually a 30 post content in a single day shooting. Just shoot different locations. If maybe it's me, I can buy different clothes, whatever, different hair settings, shoot for a day. If you maybe if it's a product, it's much more easier because of it's just actually setting things up, and you can just change the background, change whatever, and shoot a 30-day posting schedule, whatever. Shoot it in a single day, or you can shoot it within a week. What you do after is find a platform that you can use or that you trust for scheduling posts, and then schedule it. It's probably gonna it's a painful task that you can do, because it takes so long, because you have to think of captions, hashtags, locations, whatsoever that you need to put in a single post, and you need to do that for all the daily day maybe posts. Let's say maybe you're saying you need to post twice a week or third times, you need to actually plan that in a single day or whatsoever, and make sure that you schedule your posts correctly, so that your audience always knows that you're still alive. Don't just go blank for like 3 months and you're like, how, what happened, where are you? So find a platform that you can actually schedule posts. That's a lot, depending on your budget, depending on your necessities, your needs, and then schedule posts. That's it. You don't have to be there every day typing captions, just schedule posts. And what you're going to need to do after is just engage with followers on the comments, try to post stories, reshare, answer DMs. That's all.
Cool. And to touch on the whole scheduling thing, I was using Hootsuite a couple of months ago because I was like creating a whole lot of content for my LinkedIn. So Hootsuite is a free platform actually. You can schedule like up to 30 posts for free, 100% free. So if you don't have a budget for that, just go with Hootsuite. Add your need, like if you're using the free account, you have to add 3 social media platforms, even if you don't schedule to them. And then, just choose the one platform where you're going to schedule those 30 posts on, and you can have like a post per day. Something I was doing personally was having like 15 posts per week, so to speak. So I just use I just schedule weekly instead of monthly. So good idea.
Yeah, especially if you're a life coach. If you're a life coach, I mean, you're gonna have to post. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be on people's faces, like post quotes, motivation, whatever, knowledge stuff. Just put it in there, and then schedule, and you're done.
Definitely. I'm not seeing any other questions come through, guys. If you've got any other questions for Masego, please feel free to drop them right now. I'm just seeing here, Piwa says that collaborations always work best, especially for startups. So thank you so much for sharing that knowledge, Masego. Thanks, Piwa, for that comment. Eric is saying this show is fantastic. Thank you so much, Eric. And I think we are good to go. Tombi's comment is saying this is perfect. Yeah, thank you guys so much for engaging. We honestly love the engagements, love the comments, love answering all of those questions. So I don't see any more coming through. So Masego, is there any other last minute thing that you want to share with our audience today?
Guys, what you need to do is launch. You'll perfect everything later. Like honestly, launch whatever that you need to launch. You do it scared, do it not knowing. Just try to, entrepreneurship. You won't get it like first try and then boom, you're a millionaire or whatsoever. You on Forbes. It doesn't work like that. You constantly need to do something. You need to do something, and learning isn't necessarily like getting it first right. You're gonna get things wrong. Like I remember my first website. I built my first website in 20 what 18, 19. I don't remember. I was 17 by the time, or 18. I don't remember. I didn't know what I was doing, guys. I did my website on WordPress. I didn't know WordPress is so complex. It's so complex. Like I didn't know it's a big platform. Obviously, maybe if I could have actually started with maybe GoDaddy, Wix, Squarespace, WordPress. I didn't know what I was doing. It was so whack. If I show you guys would probably laugh. Like it was blank. It just had it was like a Word document. Literally, it was so so what I say, if you'd look at the website that I've built this year, you'd say, yeah, I'd actually transformed into like a WordPress guru or something, because yeah, that's, you have to start somewhere. Trust the process, start somewhere, like be bad at something, because of being bad is actually gonna make you good. Like that's what experience is all about. So you can't say you experienced and start off like big. No. And you won't see if somebody screws you because of you never started somewhere. So if you give me a website, I'd probably let you know that, yeah, this was actually built on Wix. Yeah, it was built on Squarespace, and then you missed this and you didn't miss that. That's what being an expert is. Be good at something, but being good means being bad first. So that's how I'm closing it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Maseko. And Olani says thank you as well. Olani, Banele, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next week for another King Talks. Cheers for now.
Bye.